Hey guys, long time no see. So today I'm actually going to the airport to go to Peru. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. when I had to wake up, so I was like so tired. But I had 3 layovers and I was going to Lima, Peru, for a global health scholars program through Penn State College of Medicine. And we basically go there for a month and kind of see how the systems in Peru work, how the healthcare system works, and learn about the infectious diseases there, and basically just, yeah, get to experience life there. And we stayed a night in Lima, and then we took another flight over to Trujillo, which is the second largest city in Peru. So enjoy the rest of the vlog. So the airlines I was flying with didn't have any like vegetarian options for meals, so I was starving, and the first thing I saw as soon as I got down at the Panama City airport was Olive Garden. So I did get me some Olive Garden. I haven't had it in so long, and it's so funny that when I had it next was in like Panama City. But yeah, all is well. I got Olive Garden. I got some room service when I got back to my hotel. Alright, so today we basically kind of chilled at the hotel a little bit, and then we got ready for our flight. I was at like 4 p.m. I think to Trujillo, and then the rest of the day basically we had some people pick us up, which was very kind, and then they took us to our Airbnb, and they also took us to a restaurant to get some dinner. And it was really nice of them to like drive us around everywhere, and then they dropped us back at our Airbnb, and we passed out. We were so tired. So today was also another chill day. We went grocery shopping. They kindly took us to kind of like a mall, which had like a bunch of stores and a huge grocery store in it. So later that night, me and the other girls basically just went on a walk to the main square to kind of explore what else was there. It was very pretty, I will say. It was cool to see the main square at night, and then they had like a huge strip of like like a shopping street, I guess, that had like a bunch of different little stores. So it was very fun. It was also a really nice walk. The weather here is actually perfect because it's their winter time, so it's like 60s, 70s. And coming from the US, we're having a heat wave in like the high 90s, so it was such nice weather to me. So today we went to a university. They kind of showed us around, showed us the simulation labs. They interviewed us a bit. So that was very fun to be able to see like how the medical students here study and what their facilities look like. We also took a tour of a nearby hospital afterwards, but obviously I didn't like record that. But it was very, very cool to see the different units, the different wings, what specialties they have, and like what floor is assigned to what. It was all very interesting. And the Peruvian healthcare system basically has like two main branches, and there's like hospitals that only take that insurance. So it was really interesting to see like the differences between the US healthcare system and here in Peru and how they can compare and contrast and the different branches that they have. After that, me and the girls went to a restaurant for lunch, and apparently it was like a traditional Peruvian restaurant, so apparently the food was really, really good. Me and Amanda, we're both, well, I'm vegan and she's vegetarian, so unfortunately there wasn't too much for us to eat. We had brown rice with onions, very good onions. However, there was that. But anyways, after that we were able to like go to a grocery store and find a lot of other good food for us to eat as well, like to make at home. So that was nice. Also, Madison just reminded me that we also had a boiled yuca, which was completely unseasoned. I had to ask for salt and pepper and add more salt and pepper. And also the brown rice was literally just brown rice. And here are the onions I was talking to you about. So for this Global Health Scholars Program, we're required to do some journal entries, read this book. So we kind of made it as like a book club with all 6 of us, and we would like read some chapters and then discuss the book. So that's what I was doing in that clip. I was reading the book Foreign to Familiar, which was interesting to say the least. And then the next day we did like a tour of a different type of hospital, which was cool. I believe this one is like a different branch of insurance that they accept. So there was a lot of like differences and similarities between the two, which was cool to see. So Peru has a lot of like Asian influences, specifically Chinese and Japanese, because they have like ties to their government. So there's a lot of like Chinese restaurants, which is nice because I can eat veggie fried rice. Have I eaten more veggie fried rice in the past 3 weeks than I have my entire life? Yes, but it is still pretty good. Anyways, there was like that little store where I got like a cute little notebook because I forgot to bring a notebook to take notes. And then here we're going into a toy museum, which was, did not expect to find a toy museum in Trujillo, but here we are. There was a lot of different little nooks and crannies and like different things displayed, so enjoy clips of that. We typically made like dinner as a group. Oh yeah, so like three of us got an apartment or Airbnb, the other three got a different one. And so the three of us like cooked dinner together and I made some Indian food. I made chole curry. And the reason why you see a clip of us taking the stairs is because we're trying to prepare our lungs for Machu Picchu and the hike. So that's why that clip was in there. This is like another university that we saw, a second one, and we got to actually meet some medical students here, which was really cool. They showed us like their anatomy lab and uh, biology labs and stuff, and they do things very differently here than we do in the U.S. So a lot of us were surprised by some of the things and like fascinated by other things. Also, there's a huge like cat population here, and they take really good care of the cats. They all have like their own homes and little platters of food, just like in parks and stuff like that. Also, lots of stray dogs, which that part reminds me of India because we also have lots of stray dogs. Not as many stray cats, but yeah. And here we are cooking dinner. That's the end of this vlog. I have lots of more content left, a Lima vlog, another Trujillo vlog, so see you then.